Here we go, first walleye. He hit it and missed it, then went after it again. A couple seconds later, hit it and nailed it. I'm down here at the Susquehanna River just twitching some 4-inch Berkley Gulp minnow jigs. You know, like the minnow bodies on a 1/8 ounce head. Just twitching them upstream, kind of. Or, you know, flicking the rod tip like a foot and reeling. Some soft jigging, I guess. It's really cold out this morning, 40 degrees or so. And it was cold when I got here, so man, it was bad. But it's a decent first fish. $15 to $32.5 makes him, well, not quite 32.5, like probably 17.4 he is on that jig right there. Hit him with the white light for you. Turn the red light off quick. There we go. Another decent walleye. Just beach him over here quick. He's probably like a 16-incher, right around there. A little smaller than the last one, I bet. On that same minnow jig. Yeah, like 16 1/3. Alright, hit him with the white light for you. Really just here for a trophy, that's all I want today. Been coming down here a lot to just try and get one trophy fish. Getting a lot of hits. Another decent one. Like 2 more casts after that last one. I got 1 hit on the first cast and missed it. They're hitting real light. And then just got this guy barely. He's right around the same size as the last one, probably 15 to 16. Maybe slightly smaller, you know. Just go over here, take care of him quick. I'm releasing all these guys. I just wanna get a nice big one. This is my only goal. That white and gray Berkley Gulp 4-inch. Yeah, he's 15 1/2. He would have been legal if I was keeping him. Makes 3 keepers at this point. I just like to keep track on my keepers even if I'm not keeping them, because then I you know, it's fun to see how many times you can limit out in a day. Like hypothetically. Another cast, and this guy hit right in front of me. Little better one. Not bad. At least 18, I think. Maybe 19, somewhere right around there. Probably an 18. Man, hot bite. Almost every cast I'm getting a hit. That's not like what it's been the last few days. But it is way, way colder this morning, so I guess that might help. Yeah, that's not a bad one. There's the jig. Yeah, he's at least 19, I think. Yeah, 15 to 34 and a half makes him a 19 and a half. He's real fat too. Nice fish. Hit him with the white light for you. Now do the flashlight juggle. Yeah. Nice thick fish. Another decent walleye. I think this would have been my limit if I landed him. If I land him here, he doesn't pop off. I could just pick him up, but he's a little easier this way. Just slide him on over. Yeah, 18 to just about 35 and a half makes him 17 and a half. Oh, jig popped out right when I was doing that. Same jig there with a new body because they get worn out. Yep, so I would have limited out once already. Another decent keeper-sized one. Take and drag. Not a bad one. Definitely a feisty one. A little bigger than average maybe by a hair. Like 18 probably. Just take them over here and beach them like the rest, I guess. Number 6. Super hot walleye bite. Crazy hot. Definitely one of the fastest limits I ever got. Almost every cast. Well, you know what I mean, hypothetical limits. Yeah, 17 to 35 and a half. He's probably like, or close to 35 and a half, probably like 18 and a quarter, or 18 and a third. And chunky. Man, I'm glad I went this morning. I was so tired and cold, I almost didn't go. Oh. So I got here like at, I don't know, 5 probably. That was really weird. I was walking down a snag to try and get it out, and it got out and this little walleye was on suddenly. I don't think I have to measure that one. He's 13 and a half, 14, right around there. He wouldn't have made it if I was keeping. So that one doesn't count. 7 walleyes, could have been 6 keepers, or, you know, hypothetically. You can only keep 5 though. Awesome. I switched that little 3-inch minnow, that white one, because it kept the 1/8 ounce head. Switched back to a 4-inch minnow. I ran out, is why I switched to a 3-inch in the first place, but I found a couple more, I guess. They aren't too beaten up, and got another decent one. 17-ish, probably, right around there. 7th keeper sized one, I guess. I think. Hard to remember. Oh man. Almost light enough out where I don't have to use the light, I think. Yep, 18 to 35 makes him dead on 17. My guessing's on today. Hit him with the white light for you. See his color. There's another one. I think it's a walleye. Yep. Switch back to the 3-inch because I'm at a 4-inch again. What? Seems to be working, I guess. Only problem with these 3-inchers, I'd use them probably more than the 4-inch, but because they move better with a 1/8 ounce head. The only problem with them is I only have white ones, which are a little bit gaudy. I'd rather the gray ones like I have in the 4-inch. Oh. That might be the same one I caught the other day, or maybe not, but it has that like weird cancerous growth thing on its gill plate. Nasty. I think the other one looked a little different. Maybe. Yeah, the other one had one on the other side too. Gross. Well, measure them quick. Oh, tape measure got all goofed up. Yeah, close enough. 20 to... Nope, longer than that. 18 to 35 and a half, just about. Makes him a 17 and a half, maybe 17 and a third, right around there. So I was just casting out a rebel craw, just like this one. Gave it probably 7 casts. Decided to cast towards the back end of the pool, kind of like that. Figured this would be my last cast and I'd try something else, and I worked it up about halfway right there, and something nailed it, and it just felt like it hit a rock basically. So I set the hook on it and my knot broke instantly, even though I checked it right when I tied it and it was fine. I don't know, something happened to have moved on the split ring or something and caught on a corner and just snapped like that. And I wasn't sure what it was. I figured it was just a snag, but then something jumped out of the water right after, and I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, that's like a 22, 23 inch pike probably, a little pike, cut me off probably. And it jumped right there, and I heard this thing shake, has a rattle in it. I heard it shaking on its mouth when it jumped. I knew it was the fish that I hooked into. And then it jumped again right there, and it was a smallmouth. I was like, you have to be kidding me. The fish I've been looking for years finally took it, and I lost it. Horrible. Just horrible. Alright, so I went to work for a bit and figured I'd come back down here for the evening bite. By a bit, I mean like, you know, like a 9-hour day. Had a decent smallie right off the bat. Throwing a tube jig, figured that might work. I heard they're stacked in here from someone who was throwing bait the other day. Like a 16-incher maybe. It's a good start. Maybe 15 and a half. Right around there. They're hitting real light this morning and this evening. Just barely sucking it in as light as I can. Alright, taking them right to shore, I guess. Or maybe a 15, right around there. 15 to 16 probably. And that Christmas color fleck tube jig. Like dark green colored. Just a bitsy tube. Alright. Yeah, there's the fish. Nice, fat, decent sized smallie, I guess. Okay sized. 10 to, yeah, 25 and a half, makes him 15 and a half. Awesome. Fun fight because he's so fat. Alright, let him go here. Went totally the wrong way. Going to the big pool. There he goes. There we go. Something on a Berkley Gulp minnow jig. Looks like a walleye, I think. Yeah, definitely a walleye. First walleye of the night. I'm gonna make sure I don't slip on these rocks here. Awesome. Decent one. 17-ish. Maybe 16 and a half, right around there. So just using this 3-inch white minnow body with the Berkley Gulp flavor on 1/8 ounce head, just like this morning.